Hi, this is Michael with the How to Draw and Paint channel. I'm going to use a small circle, in this case a nickel, to draw for you a mouse. And this circle is going to be one eye. And now I'm going to use this nickel to draw another circle for another eye. Yes, that's right. This mouse has two eyes. Now I'm going to draw some pupils in these, and I'm going to use a smaller circle or a dime. And if you do not have nickels and dimes where you live, you can find any two coins, one that's a good bit smaller than the other, or you can just freehand those circles. And I'm going to draw some highlights on here. Some nice big round highlights, like that. And now I need to draw a head for this little mouse, but before that I want to place his little nose. And I'm going to put that nose right there. Now, I do not have something that small to draw a circle around, except maybe it's about the size of an eraser. Pencil and eraser. And I'm going to draw a little bit of snout like that. Alright, you can see how it's starting to come together. Alright, now I'm going to use a quarter, or slightly bigger circle, and I want to come right outside this little head, just a little bit like that, and I want a round edge right there, and a round edge right. I'm going to try to draw that where you can see it, right there. Alright, not perfect, but going to be good enough, because nobody's head is perfect. So we'll just fix it. And you don't worry if yours isn't perfect either. Just have fun with it. Okay, so I want to give him a little more forehead, probably almost the same as his nickel eyes. Give him a little more. So we're gonna change that curve a little bit, and we're just gonna bring that up, way up there like that. There we go. Alright, so for this little mouse's ears, it's going to have really big ears. So we could use a quarter, but I'm going to use a quarter for the inside of the ear, because I want his little ears to be really big. So that's going to be the inside right there. And I'm going to come around, sketch around those. Like that, and make some really big ears for this cute little mouse. And when we draw that back in, we'll draw some little tufts of hair and all that. And so down here, I'm going to just bring those around. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Let's erase that part and that part, kind of connect those ears up, and then we'll just do some little scruffy tufts of hair like that right there. There we go. He's looking cute. Alright, now he needs a little teeny body. I think a nickel will be about the right size. So I want to come below his nose. So let's see, something like that right there. And we'll put those little shoulders right there. And his arms are so short, they're not even going to reach. We'll just do something like that. And I got a little circle there. Alright, and let's erase our construction lines. Little tiny things there. How sweet is that? And he's got some powerful legs, but we're going to keep them small. That's where his powerful part of his legs. And then from here, we're going to draw a little part under his belly, and just going to put two little lines down where his heels are, like that. Okay, and now here's the trick. We're going to give him some big mouse feet. kind of like the rabbit too. You know, these rabbits and mice, they all have these big back feet. And we're going to put some circles there to help us with the shape. And we're going to come up over that circle, and then we're going to come all the way back down here, and we're just going to connect up his foot right there. So that was supposed to connect right there, and I messed that up a bit. Okay. Need to leave a little room where this part of his leg connects with his foot. Okay, again, over here, we'll go over that circle, right down there. All right. So one of the endearing cuteness attributes of a mouse is his tail. But before we do his tail, I'm thinking about that one now, how we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and put some toes on these big mouse feet here. And so we can have the tail sort of come curl this way, or we can have it curled that way. I think we'll have it curl something like that, right there. So I need a coin or something to help me get that curve right there. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to come in with a dime, a smaller circle. I'm going to do something like that. Okay, and this curve right here, I can use this coin too to start that curve. So see, that helps me get my curve. I used a nickel right there. I used a nickel right there. So now we're going to give this some thickness. I'm just going to trace along the side of it. And it's getting smaller and smaller. And I'm going to just work that out. And it got kind of thick there at the end. That's probably not right. I could thicken it out. So here, just doing a little sketching, working out this tail. There we go. Cute little mouse tail. Alright, so now we need to finish drawing him. And I'm going to get my eraser, my paintbrush, and get rid of my eraser garbage. And I'm going to probably switch out to a sharper pencil, or very quickly use just a hand pencil sharpener. If you have an electric one at home, that's great. But I'll just use this guy right here, and just sharpen this pencil a little bit. Sorry to sit here and make you watch me sharpen pencils. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry, isn't it? But oh, look at that. What a mess I made. Alright, quick, I'm just going to dust that off. And if you make a mess like I just did, don't worry. Just erase it and go on. Okay, so now let's start up here so that I don't shade too much of this and then smear it. I'll just go ahead and begin with the ear here and just clean that up. And if I need to sketch, then I'm going to make that sketching kind of go in a direction like it's hair. And same thing on the ear here. Just let that be part of the design, okay? So you don't have to be perfect. You can be sketchy, and that sketchiness can be fur. There we go. That's why I like to sketch from the top down, because I can let those little curves become fur. And here too, see, you can just draw lines like that. Zip, zip, zip. Now here, same thing, that can be fur. Come around there. And we would shade the inside of these ears a little bit. If this was being colored, which we might make a coloring page of this, and love to hear your thoughts on that. If you'd like to be able to print off and color these little characters that we're making, that'd be great. I'd love to know it. Please leave us comments. Also, maybe you'd like to adopt this little mouse and help us make more of these cute lessons. And if you would be interested in helping us by becoming a patron, then let us know, and we might set something up where people can help us draw more cute characters, because we really want to draw what our fans want us to draw. And I know we have fans for cute stuff, and we have fans for 3D, and we have fans for painting. So let us know what you want to see more of, and we will do our best to do more of that. And we are also looking for ways to get more of these drawings and designs into your hands, like doing printable worksheets, printable drawing lessons. So let us know what you think. Alright, so we're shading the eyes, and here I'm just carefully drawing around those highlights so that I don't color them in. All of this being done with a number 2 pencil. And on the nose here, I want to do a highlight on the nose. Like that right there. Boy, that's that a cute mouse or what? Okay, and now on the legs. Tail, just refine that a little bit of shading here under the arms, and something that we need to do on this little mouse, I think, is give him some whiskers. So after I shade the feet a little bit, we're going to do some whiskers coming off of this nose here, right there, like that. What do you think? Let's try that. Ready? Zip, 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 zip. And there we have our cute little mouse drawing. Like I said, he's got nickel and dime eyes. It's got quarters inside the ears. And we used a nickel here on the tail, in that curve right there. And I think a nickel for the body. So you can use any coins you have. You just need coins of different sizes, or you need little circular things. You know, you can use giant like pickle jars and other things to make really big drawings of mice. Just have fun. And you know what? If your circles are different sizes than mine, then your mouse is going to look a little different than mine. And that's okay. It's your mouse. So again, please comment. Let us know if you'd like to see coloring pages of these little characters. We can do little backgrounds, just whatever you'd like to see us draw. You want to see more 3D stuff, more cute stuff, butterflies, worms, kittens, people, woolly mammoths, you name it. And just to let us know. So if we get a lot of requests for things, we'll try to draw them. Thanks so much for watching. Please share this with your friends, and like this video, and have fun drawing.